Hello Pisces, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the career and finance energy for the sign of Pisces for the month of October. Now Pisces, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Pisces, I am not offering personal readings. I do not see myself offering personal readings in the future. And so if you get a message from somebody, that is not me. They are impersonating me and they are trying to take your money. So please do keep that in mind. It has been going around recently. It's very convincing. I also do daily content on my Instagram. So if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. But let me make sure everything is in view and we'll get right into this for you. All right. I like to do a 5-card spread for these career and financial readings. And I take 3 cards to clarify. I think that looks good to me. Very nice. Energy on the bottom. You have the 8 of Pentacles. So you can see this person here is working away late at night, wrapping up their latest creation. Their other creations here hanging up on the ceiling above them, ready to either be handed in or sold or showed off. And so, if you've ever done any creative work, you know that it's more than just creation. It is divining with a higher power to bring something into existence. And that's really the part of this card that gets lost, where you are opening up a channel for creation in this month. And, on just a strictly business sort of side of things, this is positive movement forward. It says that you have some sort of gift, skill, talent, and ability that keeps you well provided for. And so this is the true talent card in the tarot. One of my favorites. Love to see it in any reading, especially a career and finance reading. So now this is important here to take a look at. We have 2 kings and the high priestess. So kings in the tarot, just masculine energy. Okay, do not attach gender to any of these cards. The high priestess is the divine feminine. So you have, just a quick glance here, a really nice mix of your masculine and feminine energies coming through. This is also a Pisces. This is actually here, the moon. So definitely like to see that. I do feel like there's something good coming in here for you. Big month, I feel like. It's a spiritual month. And I know this is career and finance, but there are a number of spiritual cards here, and we'll get into it. But in the middle, your overall energy for this month of October here is the King of Swords. So this is taking your sword, cutting through anything that is not serving you. Okay, this is the energy of authority. This is the divine law and order. This is the scales. This is Libra energy, really any air sign, but typically red is a Libra. We are in Libra season here for the majority of October, and then we'll move into Scorpio. But something here with authority, you're either dealing with an authority figure, you are taking leadership potentially also over your life. This can either be a person or an aspect of yourself. I feel like there is potentially going to be a dealing with another. It might be somebody who is in authority, position of authority. For some of you, for others of you, like I said, you're taking on something new in your practice or your business or your career. Something like that going on. Now, in the first week of the month, you have the high priestess. So this is a really interesting situation here. So the high priestess is associated with the moon, but I always read it as also a Pisces. Now, you have the moon, which is read as a Pisces, but I also read it as the moon. Just kind of its commentary on these 2 cards is like, I've never really understood why this isn't a Pisces and why the moon isn't the moon, but they're actually flipped. So regardless, whichever way you look at it, this is your intuition. This is the divine feminine. This is tapping in, this is diving into the water here and seeing what comes through onto the surface. It's also potentially a spiritual guide, somebody who comes into your life and shows you a new way of viewing something or anything like that. But there's going to be a push towards using your intuition, using your the divine feminine here in the beginning of the month will then move into, I think, divine masculine type of energy, but you're using both, which I think is really nice. You have the Judgment card. This is a spiritual card, okay? This is the card of karma. It's revelations, awakening, rebirth, spiritual awakenings. But it says that something you've done from the past is now rendering here in the future, or in the present rather. And so towards the beginning of the month, you might get some sort of sudden revelation or insight. It's a good card, by the way. It's not like the Tower or the Death card where it like is sudden. It's something that has taken time to mature. And so you're going to get something here. It's a really strong card. So I definitely like to see that. Now, towards the back half of the month, you have this King of Pentacles. So either, you're maybe dealing with people in this month. This King of Pentacles is the energy of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, this person sticks to the routines and they keep doing what it is that they do to achieve success. And for them, that's okay. And for them, that has allowed them to get on their gold chair, wear their gold crown. And, some of you are just locking in, sticking to what you need to do. Others of you may need to try something new. That's the challenge of the King of Pentacles, is to branch out, because sometimes they just stick to what is for too long and they miss out on other experiences. And so potentially for some of you dealing with that, but it's a nice card of, abundance, somebody who has money. This is the King of Pentacles, after all. And so definitely like to see that. Now, at the end of the month, you have the Moon, which is the Pisces card. Again, I don't know why in the tarot this is not the Moon, and the High Priestess is not the Pisces card, but I digress. The Moon, this is you showing up here, okay? This could be you showing up here, or, it could be something happening around the lunar cycles, whether it's the new moon or the full moon here in October. We do have a new moon in Libra here. And so some of you may be dealing with that, but this is potentially just a word of caution. I would say just be careful of making any large purchases with the King of Pentacles and the Moon. We are in a Mercury retrograde here for the until October 18th, and some of you are just like having to rely on your intuition about a person or a situation in this month. So let's go ahead and start to clarify, see if we can get some more insights. Okay, wow, you have another king. We now have 3 of 4 kings here. So this is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is somebody who leads from a place of emotions. They have a high emotional quotient, EQ, or emotional intelligence. They will not only hear you, but they will listen to you, and they will come to an understanding about you. And so some of you are maybe just kind of really nice balance of all the elements here, but really some of you diving into the water and using those sorts of sides of yourself, the emotional sort of sides of yourself. You have the Star. This is an amazing card. This is wishes coming true, wishes being granted. This is a genie on this card, so they grant wishes. They're also in, once again, we see the water symbolism here coming back in. This is in healing waters of renewal. This card comes after the Tower, because after a Tower moment, you need, a period of healing. You need a period of rest and renewal. It's also hope and optimism for the future. This Judgment card looks really good. It's like something's coming to light here for you in this month around your career. And at the end of the day, you have the best card in the tarot. I do want to point out with the Sun, you have some big energies here, Pisces. Okay, look, so we have 17, 18, 19, 20. Progression of events happening. You're moving forward. The Sun is the best card. It's total success, abundance, victory, happiness. It's probably the happiest card in the tarot, but it's also the best card. And so any sort of situation that's challenging here with the Moon is temporary. Okay, it's going to come in and come out. And you have a huge progression. You have all of these upper major arcanas. The only thing we're missing is the World. So let's go ahead and start to clarify now. If you're enjoying this, do hit that like button and subscribe. It helps my channel grow, helps get the word out and spread the message to others. There's also a bell below this video. If you click that bell, you'll never miss an update from me. And lastly, Pisces, hope you're doing well. Appreciate you spending your time with me, and thanks for being here. So let's see what we get here for you. We had a bunch of cards that wanted to spill out. And so you have New Beginnings, the Fool. Wow, okay, so more major arcanas. 8 of Swords, Trapped in Fear. And wow, okay, Ace of Swords, Triumphant Success. So do you see the prison? You see how this person's like in behind bars there? You know that that's like that is metaphorical. The trapped in fear, that is not actually going to jail or imprisonment or anything like that. It's the Eight of Swords is all about being in a thought imprisonment. It's like putting, instead of welcoming the positivity and optimism of the sun, the Eight of Swords focuses on fear and is worrying. And so it's all about you being in your own prison, okay, and getting yourself out of that. You have the key to get out of that prison, and it's up to you. So you have this Four of Cups here. So that's discontent and boredom, and then you have, wow, prosperity begins. Double aces here. So Ace of Swords, triumph and success. Ace of Pentacles, prosperity begins, planting a seed that then grows later. You have patience on the bottom, which is the Temperance card, healing, balance, moderation. And I would definitely say, I can't tell you what to do with your spending or your money, but I would say with spending, just make sure it's something that you really need. Just the reason I say that is because retrograde periods are easy to overspend. That's all I'm saying. And so that may resonate for some of you, but with the moderation card coming in. Now, others of you getting a new beginning that blossoms into something massive here. You might even be like presenting, you might even be doing something in front of people with the star and the high priestess and the moon signifying you as a Pisces. With the sun, the star and the sun can't beat that combination. New beginnings. The Fool and then two aces are always indicative of new beginnings. So this could be something that leads to a breakthrough with the Ace of Swords, or it could mean there's something here that leads to a new financial or career opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. So looks very, very good this month. Big energies. All these major arcanas, all these king cards as well, which again is just authority, leadership, doing things like that. So let's see what else we have here. Wow, high honor, mature man. Okay, some of you are just dealing with either a masculine, I don't know if it's your literal father, like the father archetype, or just maybe somebody in a position of authority. So we have message and journey courtship. Okay, this looks great. So, okay, somebody may be placing too high of expectations on you. And you coming to an understanding as this lines up here, mature man, expectation, and judgment, realizing that you don't need to be beholden to anybody else's expectations. And instead, you're doing what you really want to be doing here. You don't really even need this person's approval because you have high honor in the middle, which is somebody, this like really good situation in work, like people look up to you. Okay, you have a high level of integrity, you have a high level of skill because it's merits and medals and increases. And remember, we have this Eight of Pentacles as well on the bottom. Skillful Pisces. And not only that, but somebody could really say, look, we want to hire you, or we want you for this project with this courtship card and these two aces with the new beginning and the sun and the star, all these things coming up together. And especially with the message card, which is somebody delivering a message to you, going on some sort of spiritual journey here. Some of you getting a job or having to deal with HR. This is my HR card. But overall, wow, Pisces, looks amazing. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. I'll see you in the next one.